Hello and welcome everyone again into another video, and in today's video we are featuring an Ultra League Premier team. I do call it the best team in the league. You could tweak it and it's kind of like irreplaceable. Like the only thing you could change here is you could change Feraligatr into Poliwrath, I think. But the thing is, if you change it to Poliwrath, you will be weak to the opposing Annihilate. But, you know, Shadow Feraligatr is just insanely good of a Pokemon. You only struggle technically against Poliwrath. Everything else is manageable. So, it's an Ultra League Premier. Why Ultra League? Not Great League, because to be honest, last season, I did not play Ultra League Premier. So I feel like now I do need to, just in case, just to give my viewers like some good teams very early into the week, so they can start spamming those teams. So welcome in everyone, and first game we get an amazing lead, probably the best in the world. And here opponent swapped into a Greninja. So I'm just gonna chip the Greninja and then go to Tentacruel. You could just go to Tentacruel, to be honest, but Greninja is just so annoying and so spammy to the point where like I would rather chip it first and then farm them all the way down. So here I get denied, and it was just depressing to see, because now they will be able to get to another move, which they aren't supposed to. They are supposed, if the game works perfectly, I'm supposed to KO them before they get to that move. So now I'm assuming the opponent will go back to the old Pokemon, and then we're just going spray. Usually I recommend doing Scald first, then spraying. Why this is bad timing. Technically I'm supposed to do 3 here, but I'm like, you know, I'm a bit sleepy when I was playing. So please, if you enjoy these battles, if you like the team, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I threw a crunch here just because this game is GG and I'm just trolling my opponent, since there is no way to lose this game at this point. Like, I have 2 Pokemons, I have 2 shields, they don't, so I'm just going to throw the move here. We're going straight crunch. You want to throw Hydro, but this PM is just for you guys to subscribe to the stream if you haven't. So yeah, I appreciate everyone who subbed to the channel, and remember to subscribe, because I believe 60% to 80%, I don't know, the number is not on my head now, of my viewers are non-sub. So Abomasnow in the lead beats Feraligatr, so we just swap out to the Greedent. Greedent, as I said, is the most obnoxious Pokemon in this cup, and I hate to use it, but I'm like, just use it, to be honest. Lots of people have it built, so let's abuse the Chipmunk, because the Chipmunk is just extremely OP. Like the Poliwrath matchup isn't even bad. Like, look at this matchup. I'm capable. I pulled 2 shields, and I'm going still to chip them. Like, is there any other Pokemon that could do the same? No, it's just the Greedent. And now we just let this go and then go to Tenta. And Tenta walls everything about Abomasnow. Tenta is the water that bullies Abomasnow. Opponent swap to Jellicent. So now I'm just going to let them throw and then throw Crunch on good timing. So I'm just probably going to do 1 then Crunch. And hopefully, if I get the debuff here, I can just farm them all the way down. If I don't, I think I can still farm them down. If you're using Shadow Feraligatr, you do need a Crunch. If you're using non-Shadow, you can get away with Ice Beam. But Ice Beam is just too expensive with the Shadow. And the good thing about the Shadow, if you land a Crunch on Jellicent, you can just farm all the way down. Here, I'm telling my opponent throwing Crunches as a bad manner. Because this game is just GG, and I hate Talonflame, okay? So if you play Talonflame against me, I'm actually gonna play in a rude way. You're not gonna expect someone playing like a behaved manner. So Snorlax lead, how do we do? I'm just going to throw a Hydro Cannon, to be honest, because this Hydro Cannon does lots of damage. And then go to Greedent. I recommend going to Tentacruel, because when you go Greedent, you're giving them a better Pokemon to throw their energy on, okay? And here we can see that the opponent swapped into something with Air Slash, and it's Golbat. Golbat is technically tough for the team to beat, but I believe that the team is OP enough to not care about anything. This is supposed to put them at very low health if they don't shield, but they did shield, and now I still don't care to shield, because again, Greedent is the most obnoxious Pokemon and the most annoying Pokemon to handle. That's why we're using it, okay? If you're not using it, I'm giving you more reasons to use Greedent. Please don't use it against me, okay? Opponent here brought in Executor. I looked at the top right corner, and again, when I was so sleepy, and I thought it's a Grass Fairy. So I somehow thought it's not a Grass Psychic. I somehow saw the Psychic, as a fairy typing because I was so sleepy. But hey, we still win these games, okay? Sleepy acid is still good, let's be honest, chat. Annihilate in the lead. This is a matchup where you win because you're doing super effective damage from the fast move, and by every 5 I get an OP charge move while they just get to a Night Slash. So I'm just gonna shield the first. I don't get to shield the second. They swap into Ampharos, so I'm going to wait until they throw. I don't care what they throw. They can zap, they can focus blast, but they do have the zap, which is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. So now let's just throw these body slams, okay? I'm going to throw Crunch for no reason. Let's literally just trolling here because I do think that this is just fun, okay? We're having fun here. Brutal Swing does KO, and now we just go Tentacruel, I think, and farm them all the way down. And they are close to get to a Brutal Swing. So this is a Brutal Swing, that's enough. Not enough to get to the nuke. We're still gonna farm them all the way down, and I do believe that they top left here. Okay, moving into the next one, we have Feraligatr into Empoleon. This is an annoying matchup for both, but that's another reason why I have Crunch. I have a Crunch for Empoleon as one of the reasons. Empoleon and Jelly is the reason I run Crunch. Some people would say that Hydro does almost the same, but you saw what just happened. We get the debuff, so now we can just stay in and go straight Hydro Cannon. If you get the debuff, I'm going to undercharge it. But that's still KO'd. Opponent has a Togekiss, so I'm going to throw in good timing here. And I do believe I do live the next charm, so I'm going to do 2, then throw whatever I have. And if you look at this, we do get the second shield. So opponent is just extremely weak to Crunch Shadow Feraligatr if we get a Crunch debuff. I don't care to shield here. They could be Aerial Ace or that thing. And they do have an Excadrill in the back. Opponent here is spicing up. I do believe that like Excadrill is just so annoying to deal with. Excadrill does destroy Tentacruel if it's... but we kind of need the Shadow Excadrill, to be honest. The non-Shadow doesn't do quite enough damage. And this should be a good game. Okay, moving into the next one. Feraligatr into Trevenant. So how do you play this? You can overfarm a lot, but I would like to throw as soon as possible and get a Crunch debuff. That's how I like to play this game. First Crunch, do we get the debuff? I don't think we get it in the first one. Yeah, we didn't get it, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to insta-throw here because I'm planning to catch if they no shield. So since they shielded, I'm still going to catch, okay? So I'm just now dancing around. This might not be the play that makes sense, but I'm just, you know, doing whatever. Seed Bomb coming in here. And then we're going to farm all the way down. And now, let's see what they bring. They bring in Dragonite, so I'm just going to throw an Acid Spray. Usually Dragonite doesn't shield the first. Except to this opponent. That was actually a smart play, my opponent. They brought in the Dragonite because usually people always bait the Dragonite and then he called the bait. That was actually a very, very smart play. I went here to the Feraligatr hoping that I do live with a Scald and to throw enough... I live with enough HP to throw a charge move, which we did. So this should do some decent amount of damage. Now we can just go back. Okay. I think that now we lose. Yeah, now we definitely lose. Especially when they get a Scald debuff. I was hoping that they are one away from the Scald, but they did get there. So now this game is GG, and congrats to them. There is no way we win. Because the Dragonite is just going to sweep. Dragonite up energy, and that was a nice 4-1. So we try to just get the least amount of wins until rank, I think, rank 8. And now we're just trying hard because this is where the good battles and the good elo start. Okay, Pidgeot. If you are a Shadow Feraligatr, you do beat Pidgeot. The reason is that 2 Hydro Cannon KOs. But if you're non-Shadow, it's actually a bad matchup. I think I got denied there. So I'm going to call a bait here, and that was an actual bait. So look at that. Okay, guys. Something here to mention. People always think that Shadow Pokemons always shield. So that's a good reason for me to call a bait, because I'm expecting that my opponent will see that I'm using a Shadow Pokemon, then they will bait, but hey, just because with Shadow doesn't mean we bait. Like, now look at this. I'm gonna call it. You know why? Because they think I'm Shadow, they think I shield baits, I shield everything, so I'm just gonna call it. They brought in Poliwrath. So look at that matchup. We lived with enough HP and we won the lead, and then we're gonna align the Tenta into the Poliwrath, and this is like Tenta's job, is like literally beating Poliwrath, nothing else. They desperately threw the Icy Wind. It is not that much of a play we have. It's like, if you Icy Wind me, I will Acid Spray you. But the thing is, my Poison Jab is neutral, their counter is resisted, so it's better for me. It's a better matchup for me so far. So what do we do? We're just going to keep throwing these fast moves, and at this point, I'm just going to get to Scald and then swap out. So we get to the Scald, we swap out. They do have a Jellicent, we do have a Greedent, and this should be a good game. There is no way they win. But this matchup will take 3 hours, so this is like 2 minutes after. Look, a Greedent is still at 50% HP. 3 minutes after, Greedent is still fighting. 5 minutes after... Come on, Greedent, finish this. And Greedent finishing the game here, taking the W, and that was a good game. Okay, moving into the next one. Oh my... Okay, those 2 battles are messed up. I somehow failed during the record to click on start recording when the battle starts. But hey, I think my opponent here had an A9 and I needed to catch, and this catch is going to win me the game. So I think this is where like they go to Talonflame, and then I'm like, okay, let's just Scald this burp. We get a frame drop, so we weren't able to throw there. And we're just going to overfarm here. And then the Scald should do enough damage to take them out. And now this Tenta is going to take out the A9. So that should be a good game. I think the next game will also be messed up, as you can see. So, okay. This game, it was Feraligatr into Trevenant in the lead. I beat a Trevenant in the lead with lots of energy. But the Obstagoon came in and get 2 boosts, okay? They get a boost on the first Night Slash and the second Night Slash. So, it wasn't the end of the world for me. I think they boost here or something. Okay, they boost here. So if they double boost, I have to insta-kill it. They boosted again. Stupid Obstagoon, man. Yeah, we're just gonna kill it, and now it's a Scourge into Tentacle, so we're just gonna throw the Scald when we get it, and hopefully we will be able to do something. And can we go back? So we're just going to go back to be honest, to Feraligatr and finish the game with the Gator. And yeah, Gator, like flexing his shadow status on the Scourge, saying like, I am the better alligator here, okay? Scourge is taking that Hydro Cannon, leaving the match after. And then we take the W. Moving into the next game. Q time here. Feraligatr into Greninja. This is supposed to be a bad matchup, but it actually isn't. Opponent insta-swapped to Venusaur. I don't know why. I'm supposed to be the one who swaps, because I am the one who is in a bad matchup. Because technically Greninja is supposed to win the neutral matchups as long as there is no fast move pressure. Venusaur into Greedent. I think opponent throw a Sludge. Maybe they are trying to be rude or something. Usually, like when you sludge someone, that means you're BMing them, especially when you have Frenzy Plant. I think the opponent made a mistake by sludging, so now I should win the 0 shield here. And since they shielded, there is no point for me to stay in, so I'm just going to aggressively swap, go to the Feraligatr, and farm them all the way down and shield. So we're going to leave this matchup with millions and millions of energy. So what do we do now? They will probably go Greninja. So here the game screwed me over. Look at this. So I'm going to do one fast move and then throw. But what happened is, I did one fast move. The game glitched for, or lagged for 1 turn. So it looked like I threw an alignment. So they get 2 Water Shurikens, which is 6 turns, when I get only to do 2 turns. So somehow they managed to get 4 free turns. So see what happened? They get a second Water Shuriken for free. But sometimes the game doesn't work as intended, right? But the thing is, it won't matter as much because I farmed a ton against the Venusaur, which is going to get me back to the game. I do believe that Night Slash does not KO here, and hopefully I get to another move. So oh my, we lagged again. Stupid game. Just stop lagging, okay? Let me play the game the way it's intended to be played. So what do we do now? It's a Gliscor. I'm just going to call the first one. I think the opponent was 1 fast move short, so that's why we insta no shield, because they did 8. I think EQ is 9. And now we're just going to... We just need another Scald to finish this game, so we're just going to shield here. and that was the AQ, and then we throw the move, and they decided to leave the game. Is this the last one? And that was the last game, I believe. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. World's first rank 11, okay, trainer in the world on Sunday, okay? Let's just say that. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these teams, feel free to use it and let me know how did you go with it, okay? Just in case you didn't go well with it, so I might decide to test something else for you. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.